I'm going to add 4 8-inch definitive Technology DI8R speakers to the ceiling. I also bought foam baffles from Parts Express. This is a 12-inch baffle because these have the ears that swing out to lock it into the ceiling. I want to put this over the speaker in the attic to A, keep the insulation out of it, and B, maybe sound a little better. If this doesn't work, then I'll box it in with some 2x4s and plywood and make an enclosure between the trusses. This is an adjustable drywall and ceiling tile hole cutter. It'll cut you a 1.2 inch to 11.8 inch circle. It's got the shield to go up against the ceiling when you cut. And then it's got the butterfly cutter with all the bits and the tip. So we'll see how this works. I cut practice holes in drywall and this tool is a fail. There's too much spinning mass, it's unbalanced to cut a precise hole. This would be good if maybe if you're a contractor rough cutting, but for cutting on a finished ceiling, I'm not going to do it. I cut a beautiful 8 3/4 inch hole with this $10 jab saw, and that's what I'm going to use to cut all these holes. I've measured everything 10 times and I've poked wire through the ceiling where I want the speakers, confirmed that's where I want them. I drew a line through the 2 wires with a laser, and that line pretty much runs parallel with the lights, so it'll look cosmetically pleasing to the eye. Now I'll draw circles on the ceiling and cut from down here. Alright, we're going to put the template on, draw a circle. There we go. Having the wire through the center of that template so I could pinch it up there tight made a huge difference. That's a knockdown ceiling, so it was a little difficult to draw the circle, but it came out perfect. Alright, I'm going to cut these holes. My shop vac hose is only about 6 feet long. My Electrolux has a much better filter than the shop vac, so I'll use that, empty the bag after every hole. Alright, got the grill on. Boy, when they call that disappearing, they're not kidding. That thing is almost flush. The 4 speakers are installed. Now up into the attic to wire them and put the baffles on. Okay, I have my XTC baffle. I poked a hole in it. I got my wire running through it. I got my speaker terminated. When I put this on, there'll be enough of a coil in here to leave it so when I pull it from downstairs, I probably got a foot of wire in there. I trace an outline of that baffle square. I'm going to put some interior exterior caulk on there. Put that foam baffle down, kind of mush the caulking till it squeezes out. And then I'll set something light on top just to hold it overnight while it all dries. Here we go. A little extra dab on the 4 corners. We're going to set this baffle down and push out the caulk. I'll go around the circle part first, get it in the right spot. Put a bead around the outside just a little bit more. I worked from the center out so I didn't push any sealant toward the speaker. It all came out the exterior. This wants to curl a little bit, but with enough sealant in there it won't curl anymore. And I'm just going to put a light piece of insulation over that to hold it in place. I'm not going to seal this hole for the wire because once this is dry and set up, I'm going to push more wire in there. So it gives me about a foot or so, so if I pull from the ceiling below, I got enough wire to work on it. Now I'll just put something, it doesn't take much on it, I'm just going to put something light on top, hold it in place. Tomorrow, once this caulking is dry, I'll permanently staple all those wires and terminate them to the terminal board that comes up from downstairs. We got a winner. They sound really good.